come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. The Clippers win the opening tip as we get things started at Staples.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in LA. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in LA now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Butler, and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George, guarded by Jimmy Butler. To Beverley. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. He was all over him. Dragic into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Clippers have the basketball. To Paul George. Pass stolen by Miami.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Dion Waiters powers it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Strong finish for Paul George.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Dragic to Butler. Driving right to the basket. Kawhi Leonard rejects it. Waiters. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
He'd have the basketball. Butler to Dragic. Shot from in close, no good. To Beverley. Lets it fly from long range. And Patrick Beverley plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. So it's going to stay with Miami. Heat checking this one. Erik Spoelstra makes the move to his reserves. Butler. Clippers have got it. The monster stuff.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Dragic to Butler. The pass set it all up.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
To George. From long range, his first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. Jimmy Butler, 2 of 4 now.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
To Beverley, Leonard. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Beverly to Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Has a look. And the rebound taken in by George. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Butler. And the finish at the rim.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
To Butler. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Paul George. For three. Textbook defense. Deep three. At the buzzer. Three at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after one quarter. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
To Dragic. The drive, right to the basket. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
Beverly. For three. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Dragic, tough matchup against George. Has a chance, knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to George. Bam Adebayo, able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Fights through traffic to slam it down.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Kawhi Leonard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kawhi Leonard. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Even to Zubac with a piece. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Leonard to Paul George. Paul George, 3 for 6 now.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
And counted at the rim.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To Beverly. Fires the three. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. Dragic with it. Up by 3. Trying to cash in. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Paul George trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Add one more to his total. Jay, sometimes it's not just the heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
It's PG for 2. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Leonard to Beverly. Here's a chance from long range and a putback slam.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Here comes the screen. Dragic. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Working the outside. 3-second violation. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Has a look. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
It's good, and 1.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Ivica Zubac at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 71% for his career. Miami with the basketball. Butler to Dragic. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Goran Dragic at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. He missed a pair of free throws. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Clippers have the lead.
The Clippers are in a... Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Dragic with the basketball. His group now down 2. Here comes the screen. Short jumper stays out. To Leonard. Has a chance. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 5 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lies. I'm watching it happen in person.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Goran Dragic trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. Unable to connect on the free throw. Leonard throws it down. Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Jay, 44 wins for the Heat last year. For the most part, that core is in place once again.
And when I think about the core, Ed, I think about upper management. I think about Pat Riley. I think about Eric Spoelstra. I think about Mickey Arison, the consummate professionals associated with this basketball team. The year before, they did not make the playoffs. So a substantial improvement for a young basketball team.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. Jimmy Butler, now 4 for 9. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Butler to Dragic. Butler against George. Curling inside. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Waiters. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. To Leonard. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Butler to bring it up. His guys down 11. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Beverly. To Leonard. Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Patrick Beverly. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Kawhi Leonard tips it. Even to Zubats. Swats it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Butler Short jumper won't fall. To Beverly. Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Jumper's good.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Butler. Paul George with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Gets a shot up off the mark. To Beverly. Beyond the arc for three. Patrick Beverly, he thrives in situations like these.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Ivica Zubac, snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets.
Oh, and a putback. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. Time expires, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
George knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Dragic. Five seconds to shoot. Ivica Zubac pins it. Ooh, 5 now.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Miami's got it. Dragic. Trying to cash in, scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Shot up.
And strokes it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
From the painted area, won't go down. Leonard to Beverly. Has a look. Beverly's shot no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
Number 11, Dion Waiters. And number 40, Udonis Haslem.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Going to launch beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. He'd have the basketball. Dragic. Kawhi Leonard sends it away. Patrick Beverley sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Waiters. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Clippers have got it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
George can't go down. Smothering defense. Miami with the basketball to Waiters. Dragic. He gets it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I'm here.
George. Works it to Beverley. Fires the three. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Runner here won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Shot no good. You know Beverley can appreciate good defense. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
I got him. I got him.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Butler. Goes to the right side. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Driving right to the basket. Ivica Zubac rejects it. Incredible. 6 tonight. Beverley. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers put their opponents away in a blowout. They did it with blocks.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.